Hey guys, Mike from CCTV Camera Pros here. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to our new Viewtron IP video encoder. It's a one-channel coax analog to IP video converter, and I have one here connected to a 2 megapixel BNC camera. I'm going to plug this into one of the PoE ports on this Viewtron IP camera NVR over here and let that boot up while I'm explaining to you further what this thing does. So I just plugged that into one of the PoE ports on the Viewtron NVR, and that'll take 30 seconds or so to boot up. So basically, this product provides an excellent upgrade path for people that have coax cable installed and have an existing CCTV camera system, and they want to upgrade to a more modern IP camera system like our Viewtron IP camera systems that support advanced AI functions like human detection, vehicle detection, license plate recognition, and facial recognition. And what this does is this can take any coax camera up to 5 megapixel and basically turn that analog coax signal into an ONVIF-compliant IP camera signal. And it works with all of the major BNC video formats, including HD-TVI, AHD, which is analog high definition, HD-CVI, and it even works with old analog CVBS cameras up to 5 megapixel resolution. The only video format it doesn't work with is HD-SDI, which is pretty rare. It was only used for a short period of time in the video surveillance industry. So this will pretty much work with any BNC camera up to 5 megapixel resolution. And you see it's booted up now, plug and play with our Viewtron NVR. I just plugged it into one of the PoE ports like I would an IP camera, and it just came up. So let me show you exactly how that works in this case. And this is one of two ways you can install this. So one way is you always have to plug the BNC cable into the video server. And then the Ethernet connection can simply go into one of the PoE ports on the Viewtron NVR. What's optional, and what I'm doing here is it can also provide power to the CCTV camera. So there is a 12-volt DC output port. So you're basically turning that BNC camera into a PoE camera. Now, a lot of customers have Siamese cable already run. That's why they're using the converter in the first place, is they already invested a bunch of money and ran coax cable and power cable to the location. So they're probably happy with using that existing power source for that camera. So using the 12-volt DC output is completely optional. You can continue to use that Siamese cable that you have in place, run that back to the NVR, and then just have the video server located near the NVR and just use a little RG59 Cat5 or Cat6 jumper cable to plug into one of the PoE ports on the NVR. And then the significant advantage of this is now you can use a Viewtron NVR and you get all of the AI functions of our Viewtron AI cameras with your traditional BNC camera. So I'm going to go into the menu system here and then go into the AI settings, and then I can select perimeter detection, for example. I have the Viewtron VS5 IP video encoder selected as my source, and then I can enable line crossing detection, regional intrusion detection for humans and or vehicles, just like I would any of our Viewtron AI security cameras. This is actually now seen as an IP camera with the built-in AI functions, just like our Viewtron AI security cameras. And what's also super exciting is it supports the advanced facial recognition and facial detection features. So you can run the facial recognition AI and have a face database on the NVR and do facial recognition and face detection. You just have to choose between setting it up for an intrusion event or facial recognition. It cannot do both. So another a thing that this provides, another solution that this provides is we carry some analog cameras, older style coax cameras in form factors that really were not made for IP cameras. For example, not many IP camera manufacturers made like hidden cameras, like sprinkler cameras, or ones that look like motion sensors. Now you can use those specialized cameras on a Viewtron IP camera NVR by using one of these converters with those BNC style cameras. So it's a solution to use like specialty niche BNC cameras that you can't find in native IP format. You could just turn those into an IP camera like we did here. Although we highly recommend using this product with our Viewtron IP camera NVRs, so you can take advantage of that deep integration with the AI functions, this does turn your CCTV camera into a fully ONVIF-compliant IP camera stream. So you can use the Viewtron IP encoder with any ONVIF-compliant NVR or any ONVIF-compliant IP camera software. It's a super flexible product. Guys, I'm really excited about the new upgrade path that this provides for our customers. We have a lot of customers that come to us with old analog CCTV camera systems. They have certain cable runs that they really just can't replace, or it's just too costly to replace that RG59 Siamese cable. And they want to take advantage of IP cameras and the AI functionality on the whole system, but really can't replace a few of those cameras. This is a fantastic solution for people in that situation. Just use the converter on those coax runs, leave your BNC camera in place, and then for all of your newer cameras and all the locations you can get to, install or replace that coax camera with Cat 5 or Cat 6 and go with the native Viewtron AI cameras for all of those locations. One other thing I want to mention before we wrap up, the analog to IP video encoder does also have alarm input and output ports. So you can connect external sensors to this device and send those over the IP signal. For example, if you want to connect an external like magnetic door sensor or passive infrared motion sensor on the alarm inputs, you can. And on the alarm relay output ports, if you want to trigger like external sirens or external alarm lights, you could do that as well. Extremely powerful device. As you can tell, I'm super excited about this product. Guys, if you have any questions on the Viewtron coax analog to IP video and converter, you can email me anytime. I can be reached at mike@viewtron.com. If you want to learn more about this product, please visit the webpage for it. You could get to it directly at www.viewtron.com/encoder. Thank you for watching.